Hello everyone, and as always, thank you for tuning in to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We are live here from beautiful Auburn Hills, Michigan, on the blacktop for Military Appreciation Night, as OU takes on MAC opponent Toledo. Both teams come into this game off of some win streaks. OU 4-5 overall, just taking down their conference opponent on Wednesday. Purdue Fort Wayne 101-92. Toledo coming off a few wins as well. I am Gavin Smilowski, your play-by-play for today, and soon to be on my left, Jacob Board, our color commentator. He'll be here shortly. As for now, it'll be me taking the reins. So, looking at both these teams, Oakland, they've won the last 3 games, coming off a very tough series of games against Houston, Purdue, and U of M. All losses, but all great games for learning, as Coach Campy likes to say, in preparation for that Horizon League season. After coming off those losses, they headed out to Montana for the Blaine Taylor Classic, taking down Lamar and Montana University. After that, they came back home for the opening home game at the OU Credit Union Arena and conference opening game against Purdue Fort Wayne. It was a great 101-92 win on Wednesday. Despite 33 from Purdue Fort Wayne's Corey Hadnot, Brody Robinson took the rails with 27 points and 8 assists. Oakland has had a very different style of offense this year, spreading out the points. Robinson, Garrett, Isaac, and Ho, all 16 points per game. Not really something you typically see, a very spread out offense. Toledo 5-3 overall, not yet playing in conference games, but 3-0 this year versus Horizon League opponents. Sonny Wilson, 15.5 points per game, and Leroy Blyden and Sean Craig both run at about 14. So, with the game started on the Toledo Rockets side, it'll be Leroy Blyden Jr., Sonny Wilson, Kyler Vanderjagt, Sean Craig, and Austin Parks. For OU, Nassim Mashur, Brody Robinson. Once again, Michael Ho coming off injury. This will be his second start of the season. And down low, we've got Baru and Isaac Garrett. The tip goes to OU. It'll be Brody Robinson up top. Passes it over in the corner to Baru at the logo. He looks to cut, hands it back to Brody Robinson. Outlet pass, this one goes down low. Baru off target, gets his own miss, puts it back up for 2. Good opening possession there for the Grizzlies. And then force a turnover immediately. Wilson loses it out of bounds. It'll be OU basketball. Fantastic early start for the Grizzlies. Look to push the tempo. It's something that we saw a lot in that Purdue-Fort Wayne Mastodons game on Wednesday. 101-92, very high scoring, a lot of offense. Brody Robinson really took over at the beginning of that second half, knocked down a few threes, and that's what's made the difference. An opening pass down low to Isaac Garrett for 2. OU up 4-0 early with 19:22 left to go in the first half. Up top, it'll be Blyden Jr. Slip pass in the corner to Craig. Cross court, back up top. This is Craig. He's got it. Looks to hand it off. Heel flying Vanderjagt from the corner. That one's off target, but it's rebounded by the Rockets. They keep it alive. Craig, he goes up with it, and that's 2. Pushing the opposite way immediately is Brody Robinson. He's got that quick hand, very twitchy play style up top. It's a pain for defenders to guard. Guarded very closely by Craig. Hands it off to Isaac Garrett. Garrett at the elbow. Back out to Brody Robinson. Good fake. He's got an open layup. That one just rolls in. Teardrop for 2. 6-2 start for the Grizzlies. Up top now, this is the Rockets. Parks with it. Over in the corner to Wilson. Wilson gives it up. In the center, Vanderjagt goes for it, and he's got another set of 2. 6-4, Oakland lead with 18-17. Baru has it. He takes charge. Passes out from the cut, finds Isaac Garrett on the wing. That one's off target, rebounded by Toledo. In transition now is the Rockets. Finds Parks down low, and he goes to stuff it, but it's blocked by Isaac Garrett. Stuck underneath the basket. Few defenders around him is Craig. That's off target. Gets his own miss and puts it back up for 2. This is Robinson now. Looks to attack early. Guarded closely by Wilson. Handed it off to Baru. And baseline pass is kicked by the Rockets. That'll be off the foot of Blyden Jr. And coming into the game quickly is Zaire Wells. He's going to take off Michael Ho. Ho coming off an injury early in the season. It was said during an interview that Campy stated that Ho is going to be one of our biggest pieces once he gets back off injury. He wasn't there in those first 3 games, or those struggling games against Houston, Michigan, and Purdue, but he's back now. He had his opening the other day, played great. Double-digit points for this team. In transition now is the Rockets. Wilson gives it up all the way in the corner to Craig. Finds Wilson back at the elbow, back out to Craig, open for 3. That one's off front iron, rebounded by Isaac Garrett. Brody Robinson immediately in transition, passes the logo. Looks to cut, but slowed down by the Toledo defense. Launches one from the logo and knocks it down. Brody Robinson continuing what he was doing on Wednesday. Just no fear, lets one go from the logo. Looking to respond, Toledo in the corner. Vanderjut, that's off the back iron, rebounded by Baru. Immediately in transition, OU, Brody Robinson with it. He does not slow down. Goes along baseline, pass out to Zaire Wells. He lets one go. That one's off target, long. In transition now is Wilson. He's got it. Wide open from the free throw line, jump shot. Beautiful jumper there for 2. Score a 9-8 lead for Oakland with 16:37 to go. Brody Robinson up top at the Grizzly logo. He's guarded closely by Wilson. Gives up to Nevalurua. Baru at the elbow. Looks for Garrett at the other elbow. Back up top is Nassim Ashur. He attacks. Outlet pass to Brody Robinson, open from the corner. And that one's in for 3. Again, Brody Robinson letting him go. 12-8 lead now. 16:07. Ball up top, Vanderjut, he's got it. Finds Parks to the elbow. That one's nearly lost. Off the foot. And we're going to get a jump ball called here on the floor as Brody Robinson and Nassim Ashur find the ball at the hands of Parks. And that's going to take us to our first media timeout. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be back with you shortly. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Coming out of the media timeout, Oakland up 12-8 with 15:59 to go in the first half. Early start against Toledo. The Rockets are 3-0 this year against against Horizon League opponents. So looking to try to put the dagger in Oakland and get that 4-0 start as they begin their conference schedule in the MAC. Foul down low. It'll be Owinga shooting free throws. They're going to call this one on White. Entering the floor for the Grizzlies will be Brett White and Michael Ho returning. As for Toledo, they're going to get Owinga and James hitting the floor. Score 12-10 now. Brody up top at the logo. Finds Mashur in the corner. Nearly taken away there. Close defense by Blyden Jr. Isaac Garrett's got it at the elbow. Cuts down to the block. Back to the basket. This is his move. The freshman with the right hand. He's going to get fouled. 2 free throws incoming for OU. Garrett, one of those few that have had a huge impact in points this year for the Grizzlies. He's one of the 3 within 16 points per game. Garrett, Michael Ho, and Brody Robinson. He gets a lot at the free throw line, but that's due to his larger frame and his play down in the paint. The freshman has had a great impact so far this year on the Grizzlies. And he continues his scoring tonight as he tacks on his first of the game. First free throw down. Substitution, Austin Parks returning for Toledo as Craig hits the bench. Craig with a great opening start as well. A couple of points and a couple of boards, keeping the ball alive on the offensive end. Second free throw is good, so both go down for Isaac Garrett. That gives him 4, on the night. 14-10 lead for the Grizzlies, 15-30. Down low pass is deflected out of bounds by Michael Ho. Good read. Not only does he have a great offensive attack, Michael Ho, but he also plays great defensively. In that game on Wednesday, had a couple of blocks, very tenacious defense. And when it comes to the offensive end, he puts his head down, and he usually barrels to the rim, getting himself a couple of easy layups. Parks returns for Toledo. That one's going to go down. Score 14-12. Brody Robinson lets one go from the logo. That one's off the front iron. Maybe a little bit of a heat check to start this game. He's already got 8 points, 2 threes, and free throws. And that one's going to be off the hands of Michael Ho. It'll be Toledo. Up top at the logo, this is Wilson, guarded closely by Brody Robinson. Wilson gives it up along the sideline. Blyden Jr. back to Wilson. Down low, Owinga. He goes with the left hand. Good layup for 2. Good offense there. Blyden and Wilson, 2 players that played for Detroit Jesus in high school, both playing for this team. Blyden being a freshman and Wilson being a junior. They have a good connection there on the offensive end. That's going to be a foul called on Toledo. I believe that's going to be 3 free throws coming for Brett White. White, another player, a newcomer to this team for OU, has had a great impact defensively. He gets blocks from off ball quite a bit, and also ends up getting a couple threes as well. Good 3-point shooter for this team. He helps open the floor. When you get him, Zaire Wells, and Nassim Ashur out on the floor, it allows them to have a pretty fluid offense. Returning for the game on OU's end will be Baru as Nasur takes a break. Second free throw on the way, third free throw I should say, on the way for Brett White as he got fouled on that 3-point shot. That one's in. OU regaining the lead, 15-14 now, 14:47 to go. Guarded quickly is Wilson as he's picked up, gives it up to Blyden Jr. That's off target, but Parks returns it back out to Blyden with a tipped rebound. Finds Wilson in the corner. He wants that one, lets that one go. Off front iron, rebounded by Blyden Jr. And he puts it in. Great play back and forth. In transition now is Brody Robinson. Gives it up to Baru. Baru cuts. That one's deflected off the hands of Baru as he got blocked and lost the ball off his fingertips. It'll be Toledo basketball. Wilson, the ball handler, picked up by Robinson. Down low, finds Parks, gives it back to Wilson, and that's a nice layup for 2. Toledo with the lead, 18-15 now, 14:05 to go. Quick start here out of the timeout for Toledo. OU's offense getting a little bit stagnant. Marshall, White, Brody Robinson, Ho, and Never Larua out there for the Grizzlies. Finds Michael Ho down low. Outlet pass to Marshall. Loses it. Brody Robinson picks it up. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna have to get something up. Marshall with it again. Lost the ball. Lets it fly off the rim. But it's rebounded by Brett White. Keeps the play alive for the Grizzlies. Down low is Marshall. Guarded closely by Blyden Jr. Outlet pass, Brett White. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. White off glass. That's good for 2. And a broken possession turns into 2 points for the Grizzlies. Great offense. Brody Robinson picks up Wilson at the logo. James with it. Ball deflected on the pass. Brett White on the floor. He's got it for OU. In transition now, 3-on-2. The Grizzlies. Oh, and ball stripped away on the layup attempt by Marshall. Oakland ball underneath the basket. 18-17, 13:03 left to go. Lead to the Rockets. And Thurman hits the floor for the first time tonight for the Grizzlies. He's had a huge impact off the bench as well. Primary ball handler behind Brody Robinson. Brings a bit of a different skill set, more down low and strength in ball movement. Ball up top now. Thurman with it. He's guarded by Glassnor, who just checks in for Toledo. Thurman gives it up to Neville Larua. He cuts through the lane, up with the right hand, off glass, off target. Rebounded by Parks. In transition now, the Rockets. Good block on the layup from Thurman. Brody Robinson's got it now. Gives it up to Garrett in transition. 3-on-2. Off the backboard and in for two. That's an and-one bucket. Great basket there for Isaac Garrett. That'll bring the lead back to Oakland with a free throw on the way. Free throws coming for Garrett. Free throw on the way from Garrett. Looks to extend this lead to 2. Knocks it down. Score 20-18 now lead. OU over Toledo. The Rockets return James to the floor. Up top, guarded by Thurman at the logo. Cuts through. He's got an opening. Cuts to the rim. Off the glass. Beautiful layup. In midair movement against Baru. That'll be 2 more points for Toledo. It's Thurman now down low. Finds Baru open and off the glass for 2. Quick response from the Grizzlies to retake the lead. Wilson now, he's pushing. Waiting for no defense to get set by the Grizzlies, and that's another 2. These are 2 very high-powered, fast-paced offenses going at each other. Little to no stoppage. Cutting now is Thurman. Gives it up. Nasim Ashur at the Belfour logo. Guarded very closely by Wilson. This is Brett White now. Finds Neville in the corner. On the block. Isaac Garrett. He needs to give it up. 8 seconds to go. Still alive. Nasim Ashur's blocked at the rim. Behind the back pass from Garrett. And shot clock violation. Beautiful defense for Toledo. The three-pointer went in at the buzzer off the hands of Neville Larua, but it is too little too late. And that'll take us to another media timeout. Score 22-22, tie ball game here on the Blacktop for Military Appreciation Night. 11:39 to go. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and we will be back with you shortly. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. I'm joined now with Jacob Board, our color commentator. And Jacob, I'll admit, you've joined in a good game. I mean, Toledo is a great MAC opponent that OU tends to take on every year. And so far, it's been a tie ball game. Score 22-22 out of the second media timeout. 11:10 to go, and Toledo opens with a bucket.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Gavin, I did not expect for it to be so close. You know, Oakland is playing pretty good. You know, especially when I was here last game with Marianne, these guys played pretty well versus Purdue-Fort Wayne.
That is something I've been bringing up quite a bit, actually, is that Purdue-Fort Wayne game, because it's a great example of what we can expect for at least in conference play for OU. That shot by Michael Ho is off target. It's going to be in transition now for Toledo. That three goes in. That one drops for Glassnor. I don't want to say I jinxed it, but Toledo taking the lead now. It's 27-22, and OU once again coming slow out of the timeout. During that first media timeout, they entered the timeout with the lead, and they slowed up. And that three-pointer's in for Nasim Ashur.
Yep, and that's going to be the guy that they need to get things going for, Nazim Ashur. You know, he played well last game.
Up top now, this is Glassnor. He gives it up in the corner. Cutting, that's just off target. In transition now, OU. Nivalarua with it. He looks to take his on his own. Off the glass, just off target. Craig with the rebound. He's going to push the other way very quickly. That one's up off, back, iron, rebounded by Craig. And Nasim Ashur now takes it away. Once again, no breaks in play in this game. Players looking exhausted, and they're going to pull out and take a second.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. All gas, no brakes, wins the race.
Nasim Ashur down low, and that pass intercepted. And hitting the floor is Toledo. Ball remains in the hands of Oakland. 8 seconds on the shot clock, doesn't reset, and it's taken away again. 4-on-2, and takes it himself. That one's off target.
Boy, this Toledo team is playing very aggressive.
It is a fast-paced offense so far to start this game.
It is.
And free throws on the way. Vanderjut will be taking these ones. Vanderjut, free throws on the way. He's had a nice start as well for this team. That one knocked down. Toledo looking to extend this lead, 28-25 now. And a full lineup change there for OU. Returning Zaire Wells, Michael Ho, Isaac Garrett, Marshall, and Brody Robinson. Parks returning for Toledo.
I got to say, Zaire Wells, he played a phenomenal game.
Zaire Wells, Brett White had knocking down a lot of threes. Brody Robinson obviously was the talk of the town. A lot of three-pointers. He's already opened this game well. He's got 8 right now, 2 threes and a couple of free throws.
And I got to say, people were not expecting a lot of Brody White last week.
Robinson up top. He will be picked up by Wilson. In the corner now, Zaire Wells with it. Finds Michael Ho at the elbow. This is his spot. Ball nearly taken away. He's on the baseline now. Pinned without a dribble. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Finds Brody in the corner. Isaac Garrett down on the elbow. He's got back to the basket. Parks on him. He goes up off target. Rebounded by Toledo. The Rockets immediately pushing in transition. No hesitation. Wilson with it. Gives it up to Craig. He goes up. And meeting him there is Michael Ho, but a great layup for Craig, extending the lead for Toledo.
Yep. And now Oakland has to push it.
Zaire Wells, he gets his own response. 31-27 now. 8:35 to go. Wilson will take it at the logo, picked up by Brody Robinson. Giving this up. Owinga's got it. He's off back iron. That's off target. Ball bouncing around. It'll end up in the hands of Michael Ho. Gives it up to Robinson in transition. Looks to push the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws on the way from Brody Robinson.
Well, I'll tell you, Brody Robertson is looking like he's that point guard.
I mean, it's not something we were necessarily expecting out of the beginning of the season. The senior from Austin, Texas. I mean, he's had a great impact both moving the ball and, of course, shooting it as well. I mean, he's been 27 points he had the other day with 8 assists to open the Horizon League.
Absolutely.
Great start for both the Grizzlies and him as a player. And I think one of the biggest things, too, Jacob, is this, reintroduction of Michael Ho into the starting lineup after coming off of his injuries. Once again, it was stated earlier in the season in a press conference by Greg Campy that Michael Ho is going to make a huge difference for this team. You just got to wait for him to get out there. And now you've seen it all game, this game so far and last game. Down low, open, and Parks throws one down. Easy dunk for 2. Backdoor pass is open. Toledo up 33-27. Brody Robinson takes it on his own. Finds Marshall at the wing. Wells now looks to cut. Blocked by Parks. Return to sender in transition immediately. Blyden Jr. has it. He goes up with the left hand. And once again, another lay. Blyden Jr., the freshman from Detroit, having a great game today. He averages 14 points per game on the year. He's had a great offensive performance to begin the season for the Rockets.
Yep.
Up top, Zaire Wells has it. Outlet pass over to Michael Ho. He's got room. Goes up with the right hand. We saw a lot of that on Wednesday.
We did.
In the corner, Wilson finds it. And just off target. Rebounded by Garrett. Robinson with it. Once again, pushing the pace. Nearly loses his handle. Finds Ho up top. Jab step. Finds himself open. Spin move up with the right hand. Just off target. That's his shot.
And right now, it seems to me like Toledo is out-rebounding Oakland.
Out-rebounding and out-hustling. They have pretty much they've dictated this pace of this game so far. Every single rebound, they're immediately into transition. It's not giving time for Oakland to set into that style of defense that they like to play.
Absolutely.
Score 35-29 with 6:51. We're going to get another TV time out. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and we will be back with you shortly. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Score 35-29 out of this media timeout. And Jacob, what have we been seeing so far in this game? It's been a really fast-paced performance from these teams.
Well, I could tell you, it looks like Oakland was doing well a few minutes ago. But like you said, after they came out of the timeout, they lost concentration. They got a little bit comfortable. So now Toledo is just like, okay, they're comfortable. We're going to come back. We're going to jump out. We're going to take the lead. And Oakland's not going to be able to do anything about it.
I mean, OU set right now. I mean, if they chance to go down double digits early. Nevalerua, he's got it up and under for 2. Good layup for Baru. Score 37-31 now. OU cuts it back to 6. Up top, this is Wilson, guarded by Brody Robinson. Gives it up to Bladen Jr. In the corner, James has it. Back to the basket. Parks. Up top. Blyden. Back to Parks. Blyden Jr. from the corner. That one's air ball, but a good rebound from Wilson. Keeps it alive for Toledo. And one bucket on the way. And that'll be a chance for 3. Sonny Wilson, he has had an impact so far today. 6 points, 8 now with that made shot. I mean, just running the offense. Once again, Blyden Jr. and Sonny Wilson, you know, guys both played for the same high school team in Detroit now. You know, 2 years apart, but they're running this team right now. They're running this Toledo Rockets team, and it's Oakland struggling to keep up with their pace that they play at.
Yep.
Free throw makes it 40-31 now.
And if you're OU, you just got to get something going. You gotta speed up the pace a little bit like how you did. Because right now, Toledo is feeling like it's their game.
Off the backboard, just barely sneaks in there. Good layup from Zaire Wells. But once again in transition, Toledo, I mean, just keeping their foot on the gas. Rebound off target. Now it's Brody Robinson's turn. He puts his foot on the gas, gives it up. Beautiful pass out to Nassim Ashur, but off back iron. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. I'm sorry, this is Toledo in transition now. Wilson. Up top, slowing the pace.
And for Nazim Major, he usually doesn't miss those. Those 3-point shots are usually on, ooh, and that should be an offensive foul.
I think they might call that on the floor. Bucket goes in, so the 2 points will count, I believe. But I think they're going to get Nassim Ashur with a foul on the floor. So that'll give free throws. No, ball out of bounds. They're going to take the bucket away. And it'll be 42-33. Toledo with a chance to take this to double digits. 5:23 left to go in the first half. Inbounding, Blyden Jr. out to Parks at the 3-point line. He takes it to center. That one's off target. Never really stood a chance going in. Robinson now in transition. Immediately presses Wilson. Push off. They're going to call that one offensive, I believe. No, they're going to pin that one on Sonny Wilson. So that'll be the 5th team foul for Toledo. Ball will be taken out of bounds by the Grizzlies. Zaire Wells returning to the floor for Toledo will be Vanderjagt. Oakland will take it out of bounds. Zaire Wells with it. Gives it up to Brody Robinson at the logo. Guarded closely by Wilson. Outlet pass at the 3-point line. Brett White, he likes that shot. Just off target. Rebounded by the Rockets. Immediately moving the pressure once again. Ball handling from Wilson. Outlet pass. And it's going to slow down. Vanderjagt takes it up top. And it's taken away by the Grizzlies. 3-on-1. Zaire Wells off the glass. Beautiful touch for 2.
And Zaire Wells is playing like he's got a chip on his shoulder right now because he knows he is facing high-level competition in this Toledo offense.
42-35 lead now for the Rockets. Glassnor finds himself open, unguarded on the baseline. Lack in judgment there on defense. Not sure how he got so open. But another 2 tacked on for the Rockets. Brody Robinson up top now at the Grizzly logo. Once again, Sonny Wilson, the primary ball-handling defender for the Rockets. Wide open jump shot from the elbow, and they're gonna tag that one on Isaac Garrett. Pushes off on the offensive rebound attempt. So ball heading back to the Rockets.
Yeah, and if I'm OU, I would not leave shots like that open. You don't know what these guys can do.
See, not when you're trying to climb back in a game down, you know, almost double digits early. It's unnecessary.
You cannot afford to make those mistakes.
Glassnor with it up top. Once again, Sonny Wilson That's his shot off the glass, off target, but a good tip out by Parks, keeping it alive. Three-pointer directly on the way from Toledo, off target. Another offensive board. Glassnor, that one's off target, and finally it's dragged down by Zaire Wells. Out to Brody Robinson. He draws the double team, ball taken away, and that's going to be Glassnor wide open for the layup. Easy two for Toledo, and that'll take the lead to double digits, 46-35 with 3:28 to go in the first half.
Yep, Phoenix Glasgow, the sophomore from Warren De La Salle, he's having a game right now. Him and Sonny Wilson.
And that one's going to be called, I believe, on Toledo again. And it'll take us to another media timeout. 46-35, 11-point lead for the Rockets. 3:20 to go. This is WXOU Sports on YouTube. We will be back with you shortly. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Score 46-35 coming out of that third media timeout. 3:20 to go here in the first half on the blacktop. It's Military Appreciation Night here at OU Credit Union Arena. And so far, it's been a very good game for all the veterans out there. Score 46-36. It looks a little more spread out than you'd probably expect, but it's been a very tight-knit contest. Teams jumping out to a lead and then slowing back down. I mean, both teams playing with a super high-paced offense.
Absolutely, Gavin. And it seems to me like OU has got to do that. They've got to create more turnovers against this Toledo team.
Almost spoke that one into existence. Beautiful steal, but off target on the three for Brett White. But yes, exactly what happened right there. They got to force some more turnovers. Once again, another turnover by the Grizzlies, taken away by Michael Ho. They give it to Zaire Wells. He's got it up to the rim. Beautiful layup. He's got a special layup package down there, Jacob. I mean, beautiful touch at the rim.
Man, I'll tell you, Zaire Wells, a guy who is phenomenal.
Up top, Blyden Jr. gives it up to Wilson. That's been the Rombo combo today for Toledo, has been those two. High-scoring offense from both of them. Down low, Owinga gives it up. Craig at the block, and with two defenders on him, punches it home for another two. 48-39 lead for the Rockets. Robinson in transition, tosses it out to Baru. He cuts. Zaire Wells now at the logo. Finds Baru in the corner. Baru uses his strength inside. Nice left-handed layup for two.
And if I'm Baru, I'm doing that all day. Give me the ball in the post, and I'm just backing guys down, and that's pretty much it.
Ball, Wilson, he goes up. Oh, in and out. That one looked like it was down. Rebounded by Nivalarua. Immediately gives it up to Brody Robinson. Robinson at the Belfour logo. Guarded. Up top. Again, Robinson, he cuts. Goes up offhand. That one's off target. Hitting the floor is Michael Ho, and immediately pushing with a man down is Toledo. In the corner. Three-pointer open. Off the rim. Just off target. And it'll be OU returning the favor on offense. 48-41, 7-point lead for Toledo with 1:10 to go as we approach this final minute of the first half. Robinson one-on-one, gives it down to Michael Ho at the elbow. Back out to Brody, high screen from Ho. Robinson elects to keep it. Finds Michael again. He's got it at the block and fouled off ball. They're gonna call that one on Craig. And that's one of the things that Michael Ho does very well for this team. He creates offense, especially down low and within that free throw paint area. A lot of upper body strength, so he creates shots from almost nothing, as you saw right there, and earns himself a couple of free throws.
And if I'm OU right now, the biggest thing on offense is if I know the strategy could be to attack Toledo in the paint. That would be the biggest thing. Attack Toledo in the paint.
Yeah, the Rockets, I mean, they have a very fast-paced offense, and it kind of translates to a good set of perimeter defenders. You know, Wilson and Blyden Jr. have been out there contesting most of the game. Glassnor, same deal. So, yeah, get down low. Parks, Austin Parks is a great defender in the paint, but if you can get him off ball, you can get yourself a shot.
Well, see, that's the thing also. Toledo is small. If you look on the floor, we have big guys. Toledo doesn't have big guys. So the biggest thing that they're going to do is they're going to use their speed, because all day, every day, speed beats size.
It's created a huge difference so far.
Exactly.
Up top now is Blyden Jr., guarded by Mashur. Nivalarua picks up the switch. This is a mismatch for Blyden. He's going to take advantage of that. Passes it down low. OU smothering defense in the paint. And it's taken away. Nassim Mashur has got it. Looks to push it early. 2-on-1. Brody Robinson. Off and just off target. But they're going to call a foul, I believe. Goaltending. Okay, say that one looked like it hit the backboard.
Yeah, it did.
It's tough to catch Brody. I mean, he may be short. He's 5'11", but it is tough to catch him at his peak of his jump. He's just too quick and can shift in the air like that. So two more tacked down, and just like that, we got a one-possession ball game. 48-45 lead for Toledo with the ball. 26 seconds to go in the first half. It is getting loud here on the blacktop. The most noise I've heard in most games so far. Blyden Jr. up top, guarded by Nivalarua at the logo, draining that clock. Shot clock just ahead of the game clock. Glassnor, and that shot is blocked. In transition, Warren Marshall, and it's taken away off the leg of Blyden Jr. So it'll bring the ball back to OU with little to no time left on the shot clock. It's going to be a timeout called by Greg Campy to kind of go over what's going on. The referees are going to figure out how much time we have on the clock, and we're going to stay with you during this break. What a set of plays there. I mean, beautiful block by Marshall, I believe that was. I mean, amazing defense.
I mean, right now, all I got to say is get a quick shot, get a quick shot. If you can hit Nazim Majur in the corner for a quick shot or at the top, anywhere that he can shoot from, you got yourself a game here going in the second half.
I mean, 0.88 seconds. I mean, that's like a catch and shoot. You barely have time to do that. We'll see what they do. A tip-in could be an option as we see Nivalarua and Isaac Garrett out here at the same time. That might be the option. You got Brody Robinson taking it out of bounds.
Trust me, with Nazim Majur, it's possible. Oh, it's possible.
Yep. Inbound pass. They're going for the tip, but good defense there by Austin. Knocked away. Score 48-45. What a game we have here in the OU Credit Union Arena. Oakland versus Toledo. Horizon League versus MAC. This will take us to the halftime. You're listening to WXOU on YouTube. We'll be right back with you guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube for second half basketball here on the Blacktop. It is a tight-knit contest here on Military Appreciation Night. Toledo up 48-45 over the OU Golden Grizzlies. It's the MAC versus Horizon League matchup. And so far, it's been all MAC. I mean, Toledo has taken down all three Horizon League teams they've played so far this season. Can Oakland be the one to put the dagger and end that streak? We will see. OU coming out of the ball with the ball at halftime.
And this second half is going to be very crucial for both teams. Even though OU was trailing at the beginning, at the middle of the first half, they are looking well right now, and they have to keep that fast pace.
And blocked there off the first shot of the game, or of the half, Parks, and it'll go back to Toledo. Yeah, this is going to be a very important half, and also it's going to be a very fun half. I mean, these teams have been pushing the pace essentially the entire game. Toledo has those two smaller guards, Wilson and Blyden Jr., the two from Detroit, and they have not slowed up today. They have given all of the Oakland's perimeter defense a run for their money. It'll be Craig up top, gives it up to Blyden, guarded by Niveluru at the logo. Quick cut, finds himself open. Vanderyacht down low, wants it, gives it to Craig. Back down to the block is Austin. Needs to get rid of it. Vanderyacht again. This is baseline. Michael Ho and Garrett, the defender. That one off target. Rebounded by Craig, but it's stripped away by the Golden Grizzlies. Immediately pushing the offense is Brody Robinson. Not looking to slow down. Garrett gives up the three. He cuts, finds Ho down low. That one's off target, but two free throws on the way from Michael Ho.
And I got to say, if you make these free throws, you have a chance here.
It is 48-45 in that first minute. No score. Michael Ho, the chance to cut it down to one. I mean, he has reinserted himself into this offense very quickly. Coming off that injury, you know, he was hurt for the first portion of the season. He saw some minutes, or significant minutes, getting his first start against Purdue Fort Wayne. First start at home. And so far, he's looked great here as well tonight. Michael Ho, he's got 5 points. These two free throws could make it 7 as he hits the first. And the second one is in. Ho, he's got 7.
Absolutely.
He scored 16 the other night, so he's opened up the season on a good start offensively. Up top, it'll be Blyden, guarded by Robinson. Gives it up to Wilson. At the Grizzly logo, Wilson, defended now by Niveluru. Sliding it over in the corner, Vanderyacht. He lets one go off the front of the rim, but a good, easy rebound for Parks. Tosses it down to the cutting Vanderyacht for two. Just unfortunate for the OU defense. I mean, you got Robinson caught down low. Not really the size advantage against Parks, as he's easily able to get the rebound and contribute to the offense. Brody Robinson up top, looking for an opening. Not sure. Quick pass down to the block, baseline drive. Garrett, he goes up with the right hand. Tough shot off target, gets his own miss. He keeps it. Finds Niveluru on the baseline, deflected out of bounds by Parks. It'll remain with OU.
Yeah, you got to slow down just a little bit. He tried to hit him in stride, but he just couldn't get there in time.
Good read by the Toledo defense to tip it away. Inbound pass to Ho. He's got the one-on-one with Vanderyacht, and this is a matchup that Michael Ho wins every time. Easy bucket with the pump fake at the rim. Two more tacked on for Michael Ho. Vanderyacht over to Wilson, guarded by Robinson. Blyden Jr., Garrett, and they're going to call the foul on Isaac Garrett, the freshman guarding the freshman for Toledo.
And the fans are not going to agree with that one. It was a foul, but they're just not going to agree with that.
And Garrett comes down on top, drawing the foul. Wilson will take it out of bounds for the Rockets. Finds Parks. Wilson. Good defensive play there by Mashur to keep the ball away from the corner. Craig in the opposite corner. Drives baseline, guarded by Garrett. Up and under. Beautiful layup there to tack on two more for the Rockets. Robinson now with it. Guarded by Wilson. 52-49. And they're going to call that one on the floor. Mashur grabbed on the way to the rim by Vanderyacht. They're actually going to tack that one on to Blyden instead. They're going to call him. That'll be his first personal of the night. Ball inbounded to Ho. We just saw this on the play before, and he does it again. I mean, an unstoppable force down on the block. Michael Ho with two more.
I mean, if it's not broke, then don't fix it. But also, if I'm Toledo, you have to come up with a different suggestion. You know he can get hit down low. And there it is.
It's another easy bucket there. But, I mean, you're right, Jacob. It's just you can't let that keep happening if you're the Rockets. He's overpowering Craig every time on the block. Mashur with it up top. Hands it off to Michael Ho. He drives, full head of steam, goes up, off rim, and he's, I mean, yanked down. That's definitely going to be a foul. Michael Ho. I mean, there's nothing else you can do. He's hitting his last 2 shots. He's completely confident with his play, barrels to the rim, and he's fouled 2 free throws.
I mean, Michael Ho is a very big dude, you know, big guy, you know, physical. You can't stop that.
I mean, it's just top heavy, a lot of upper body strength, and he's used that. He uses it when he's still to force, it uses his shoulders to force open shots on the blocks, but also once he gets moving, it's hard to get in front of him without fouling.
It is.
First free throw goes down. Looks to cut the lead to 2 with the second, and that one's good. That's also going to be 11 points on the night for Michael Ho as he jumps into double digits along with Brody Robinson and Zaire Wells. This is something that I mentioned at the beginning, Jacob, is this team spreads out the offense. I mean, you have 3 players averaging 16 points per game for the Grizzlies. So you're kind of seeing the same thing tonight. 3 players already in double digits.
Exactly.
On the way to the rim, this will be Vanderjagt. Gives it up in the corner. Craig wide open off the rim. Rebounded by Parks. Parks blocked by Nevalarua. Great timing for the Australian in transition. Garrett, he's up and good for 2. And just like that, OU is back and up by 1. Looking to return the favor is Toledo. Ball bounces around, and once again, ball nearly taken away. What a set of events there. OU, fantastic defense. A little bit of careless on the transition, but they get the ball back.
And now this crowd is starting to feel it. You could tell, you could hear it. They're starting to love this right now. And Oakland has got to keep going. They got to keep pushing. Take it to Toledo. You know they're small, but you know you can beat them.
That shot off target. Nevalarua looking to take advantage. This will be Craig now in offense for the Rockets. That ball nearly taken away by Isaac. Garrett deflected. Back up at the logo will be Blyden Jr. Blyden cuts. He goes up with the right hand. Beautiful touch off the glass. That is not an easy layup to make. And looking to return the favor is OU's offense. On the baseline again, this is Garrett. Draws the double team. Gives it up to Wells. You know he's not missing that layup. And 2 more. 57-56 lead for the Grizzlies. Now guarded. Picked up full court by Zaire Wells is Blyden Jr. Ball down low. Parks. I mean, that's a tough shot to stop. Just too big and easy, too, for the Rockets. But looking to return off the glass. Beautiful layup, Brody Robinson.
I mean, speed versus speed.
Ball up top, Parks at the logo. Tosses it in the corner, Vanderjagt. Fakes that 3, goes up off the glass. Beautiful spin move for 2. Collides with Brody Robinson. And that'll be 2 more. Toledo regains the lead, 60-59. This game going back and forth, lead change after lead change. It'll be Robinson up top. Tosses it to Nevalarua at the elbow. Looks to give it up to Garrett. Ball deflected but stays in bounds. Zaire Wells, baseline. Tosses it inside. Entry pass for Nevalarua. That's 2 more. Grizzlies lead. 61-60. Oakland up at this media timeout. And Jacob, as you said, you know, crowd's getting into it. And the other day, anyone who stays on, you know, and watches Oakland basketball media knows that there is nothing that Campy has praised for more than some crowd noise, getting some people in to watch these games. And even on this cold, cold Saturday here in December, the OU fans have showed out.
I'll tell you, that was the biggest thing. I watched that after we got done with this game. He said it himself. There's nothing that I am more disappointed in than our student section. We play good basketball. We're a good team. Where is the student section?
I mean, it's a much better turnout, but he's right. I mean, they need to get here. And, I mean, up now, this is the game that you want to come and see. We're going to take a quick break as we sit in this timeout. You're listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Fresh out of the timeout, OU up 61-60, taking back that lead they had early in the first half. And wow, has it been a game to begin this second half.
Well, Gavin, it's also like what you said. OU cannot come out slumped out of the timeout. We seen when they got close, and after they came out of the timeout, they lost all momentum. They cannot afford to do that here. It is only a one-score game. They're only up by 1 point. They've got to stay focused, and they've got to finish strong.
I think that is one of the parts where the crowd comes in the most, is bringing that or keeping that momentum through the timeout, because it can get cut off. And, you know, OU has been slow out of their timeouts, so we'll see. And early is Toledo. They got it in the corner. Looking to cut is Blyden. That one off the hands. That's Wilson. And he knocks it down for two and immediately takes the lead back. Jumping onto the floor for Toledo, Owinga and James both return. For OU, they send back out Brett White to join Michael Ho as well. Up top now, Brody Robinson. He's got it. Finds White in the corner. That one on target, and that is his shot, Jacob. Beautiful three. Finally takes us away from that 1 point swap. Up 64-62 now with 13:56 to go in the second half.
And it seems to me, Nazim Major is not the only one who is a three-point shooter on this team, and I've said it, and I'll keep saying it.
Looking to cut Wilson. He's got it, guarded by Michael. And they leave him wide open. That's not something you could do. I mean, Sonny Wilson is not missing a shot from there.
Yep, and Sonny Wilson has 11 points. He's looking very nice. He's 5'11" from field goals, and he's also 0-2 with threes.
Looking to cut Michael Ho. A lot of scrapping down low, and they're going to call that one on the floor on Owinga, I believe. And that's going to take us to a timeout. We will stay with you guys through this Rockets timeout. So 64-64, tied back up, 13:24 to go. Both teams playing relentless defense and relentless offense. I mean, it's been a super fast-paced game today. For anyone joining, I am Gavin Smilowski, your play-by-play, and on my left is Jacob Board, our color for tonight.
What is up?
And what a game it has been today. Tie ball game, military appreciation night. It's a cold Saturday. For anyone who's not, you know, a student on campus, campus has been shut down because of the cold and a heating issue. But still, fans are showing up, students are here, and they're excited for their OU basketball. And this game, it's going to be this is the last home game of the year for OU. They will return to the blacktop again to take on Robert Morris. Obviously, catch that game here on WXOU Sports on YouTube on January 4th. That'll continue their Horizon League play at home. Of course, always tune in for games here on WXOU Sports on YouTube. We will be live from Little Caesars Arena on December 20th. It'll be me and Marianne Sanford calling the Michigan State OU game from LCA. Hit your notifications and be ready for that game.
I'm not gonna lie, that one should be a little bit fun too. Going against Michigan State. Michigan State has been looking pretty predominant right now, you know.
They have been. I mean, they've been playing fantastic. I believe they actually are playing a game today against Duke.
Yeah, they are.
I want to see how that one ended up. It's got to be close. I mean, a great game that's going to be. Michigan State, they lost to Duke by 6, but I mean, that's a top 10 matchup. So, you know, MSU, that's going to be a game that's definitely always marked on OU's calendar. And we'll see how they play. I mean, it's going to be tough. But coming off a game like that, they have Northern Iowa they'll be playing as well. Couple of away games, Northern Iowa, then Northern Kentucky. They're going to continue on the 17th against their Horizon League opponents. Then they've got Michigan State. Following that, Wright State and Youngstown. These are all away games. And then they finally return here for Community School Night against Robert Morris on January 4th.
Oh, yeah.
And returning to the floor now, OU in Toledo. Score 64-64, 13:24 to go in the second half. And we got free throws on the way. I'm sorry, out of bounds on the way for OU. Brody Robinson will take it out of bounds. Both teams returning their same players out of that timeout. Robinson up top, handed off by Michael Ho. At the logo, guarded by Wilson. Sonny Wilson has made a huge impact today on both offense and defense. Finds Zaire Wells. He cuts to the rim. That one just off target. Rebounded by Owinga. And good defense there by Zaire Wells to keep the fast break from happening. And it's taken away in transition by Zaire Wells. Brody Robinson, he's got 2. And just like that, the crowd's back into it. And OU is up by 2. Brett White with the steal. I'm sorry, Zaire Wells with the steal. Brett White with the assist. OU back on top. Up top now, Blyden Jr. Inlet pass down low. James, he gives it up. That ball taken away, kick ball violation. This is going to be called on OU, so it'll be Rockets basketball out under the basket.
Yeah, and this is what you want to see, this OU team flying around. The biggest thing is they fly around, they get to the ball, they play their game. You know, that's the biggest thing about it.
That transition defense has been very important. OU has played moderately okay transition defense. I mean, Toledo has played unbelievable on offense, pushing the pace right away. And it's been such a huge difference for Toledo's offense. And now taking the ball out of bounds, the Rockets. Glassnor, he returns to the floor along with Vanderyacht. Craig in the corner. He cuts to the rim. Uses his strength to create a basket, and that'll be an and one for sure. Craig going to the free throw line. That shot ties the game up with the chance to take the lead. The crowd getting back into it, but needs to stay here to push this offense.
I mean, I got to tell you, Gavin, if I'm a fan and I'm watching this, I don't like seeing stuff like that. But they are playing pretty well right now, as he'll make the second.
Takes the lead. I mean, there's no way you can't be entertained by this game. It's 67-66. I mean, what a performance. 12:26 to go. Back and forth basketball. You know, Oakland, a team in the past that's kind of averaged around 70 to 80 points per game. I mean, they've got 66 already, and they scored 100 the other day. Any OU student knows 100 points means pizza from Buddy's Pizza, so I think Buddy's is going to be making a lot of pies around the Horizon League this year.
Oh, wow. You said Buddy's?
Buddy's Pizza.
Oh, wow. Actually, they're right up the street. Shoot, I might have to go up there and get one.
That shot off target by Michael Ho. In transition now, once again, Toledo. Wilson finds Vanderyacht. That's his shot. That one goes down for 3, extends the lead to 4. Robinson now. He's got the ball for the Grizzlies. High screen set by Ho. Open shot from Robinson. Looks to return. Tip in, off target, but a great rebound and bucket from Zaire Wells. Cuts it back to 2, 70-68.
And one thing about Zaire Wells is that he's not afraid to quit. He's not afraid to fight. He's going to keep going. He's going to, even if we were down by 70 right now, we're still going to win.
He's still going to play.
He's still going to play.
That shot on target. Good shot from Toledo. 72-68, 4 points now, 11-22. Robinson up top, guarded by Wilson. Slowing down the pace a little bit. Garrett and Mashur wait on the sideline to check in for the Grizzlies. Inlet pass down low. Nevalarua on the block. Big body against Craig. He looks to go up with it. That one's in, and one bucket. Baru Nevalarua showing off his strength. And that's going to take us to a timeout. Score 72-70 with a free throw on the way. 11:03 to go. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be back with you guys shortly. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Score 72-70, Toledo with the lead over the Golden Grizzlies, coming off an and one bucket for Baru Nevalarua. He has a free throw with a chance to bring it to one. I mean, what a game we've seen to begin this half as well. Just back and forth contest. The fans getting into it. Much higher turnout than I'd expect for a Saturday with everything that's going on at OU.
They've got grit. The Golden Grizzlies have grit. Never count them out.
Up top, it'll be Blyden Jr. with it, guarded by Wells. Picking him up now is Mashur. Blyden's got it. Up top at the logo. Entry pass at the block. Parks blocked again by Baru. I believe that's a third one-on-one. He's gotten those blocks. Zaire Wells in transition. Up with the layup in two. Tie ball game, 72-72. Zaire Wells.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see. That's what I love as a coach. If a coach, I'm loving that. You want to see your guys make a play, and then you want to see other guys make a play off of it.
I mean, good, just great defense once again, Baru. That's like the third time he's gotten that block one-on-one with Parks, and Zaire Wells capitalizes in transition. A little bit of discussion here between the referees. I'm not sure what the call was. I think it was off the hands of the Grizzlies, and it'll remain with Toledo.
I got to say, Baru is he's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's not 7 feet, though. He's not. He's just big. He's athletic, and he'll go against you.
Good back-to-the-back offense, well, with good low-post defense. I mean, he plays the same way. Ball given up to Craig. Cross-court to Glasnor. Picked up at the logo. This is Mashur. Ball taken away. Brody Robinson in transition. Finds Wells, and Wells with the and one bucket. Beautiful touch at the rim. I don't think I've ever seen Zaire Wells miss a shot at the rim like that. He's got another one with a chance to extend this lead to 3. I mean, unbelievable touch at the rim for Zaire Wells. That layup takes his total tonight up to 18.
Okay.
Great performance from a guy who does not average this much. He's been coming off the bench. He started early with the absence of Michael Ho, and now he's getting back into these games off the bench, and he's making a difference. Yeah. Knocks down the free throw, 75-72. We're about halfway through this second half.
And if OU has a 6-0 run right now, Toledo,
in transition, good steal. This is Baru. He's up for 2. And just like that, Jacob, the crowd's back into it. I mean, beautiful defense to offense for the Grizzlies. I mean, listen to the OU Credit Union Arena returning the favor, 77-72.
Oh, yeah. This place is about to get real loud right now. It's about to get real loud.
Up 5 with 9:55 to go.
And OU has a 9-0 run right now. They have a 9-0 run.
And it's been a lot of transition offense. We're going to stay with you guys during this timeout. A lot of transition offense. I mean, a couple of steals. They've forced 10 turnovers tonight for Toledo. To Oakland's only have 3. So it's been that defense that's made a difference here tonight for the Grizzlies. They've made their last 5 shots as well, and they return to the defensive end. Same squad out there for the Grizzlies. Toledo bringing out their same group. James returns for the Rockets. Wilson picked up at the logo by Mashur. Draws the double. In the corner is Craig. He drives baseline. Outlet pass. Blyden Jr. cuts through the lane. That one's up and good for 2. Immediate answer.
And Blyden Jr. is basically saying, hey, we're not done yet.
3 from Brody Robinson. Rims out. And a rebound by Garrett. Ball bounces around. Somehow ends up in the hands of Baru. Naseem Mashur lets one go for 3. And Jacob, you've preached it. Another 3 there. Mashur, a fantastic three-point shooter for the Grizzlies.
I think we might have found our next Jack Gohlke, I'm not going to lie. I think we might have found him.
In the corner, Parks, guarded closely, taken away by Baru, but they're going to call a foul on that one. And the OU student section is not happy about it.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
I mean, it looked like there was going to be another bucket on offense for the Grizzlies, but they're going to bring that one back. Ball taken out of bounds by Toledo. Returning to the floor is Michael Ho for OU. Garrett hits the bench, and Toledo keeps their 5 out there. And we've already mentioned this, but this is now 4 players in double-digit points for the Grizzlies. That 3 off the front of the rim, off target from James. Zaire Wells with the board. He's running the offense right now. Looks to attack. Cuts to the rim. Outlet pass. Brody Robinson's open. And that one just off target.
It looked like it went in.
It looked like it went in.
Like it did.
And returning the favor is Toledo, and a foul at the rim. Good putback opportunity for James. 2 free throws on the way. Toledo, I mean, doing anything they can right now to quiet down this crowd and slow down the OU offense.
Absolutely. That was on Nazim Majur. That'll be his 2nd foul. And it'll send number 11.
James is at the line.
Sean Craig. Oh.
James at the line.
Oh, James.
That one just off target. James has had his opportunities in this game. He's only got 2 points. 1 for 5, though, from the field, so he hasn't hit a lot of shots. It can make these free throws difficult. And OU crowd making some noise.
Hey, that student section might not be big, but hey, they're doing the best they can. And it threw him off the first shot.
Splits the free throws as he hits the bench, returning Vander Yacht.
As he goes 1-1 for the shots. OU has a 12-2 run right now. They're doing very good here in the last.
Up by 5, 8:39.
Absolutely.
With the ball up top, Nassim Ashur has it. Closely guarded by Wilson, trying to disrupt the OU offense at the elbow. Passes it down to the block. Wells with it now. Back to the basket. This is not his play. Gives it up to Michael Ho. This is his play. He goes up with it off target. Rebound put back almost there by Zaire Wells, but it's picked up by Vander Yacht. Toledo immediately pushing the offense. The Rockets with it. Blyden Jr. Inlet pass to the elbow. And the layup off target, but a foul on the way. Sonny Wilson will get 2. That one's going to be tacked on to Michael Ho.
And I got to say, that was a smart play by Sonny Wilson. That was a smart play. Hey, I know I'm not going to be able to go around you, so I'm going to just go through you. I'm going to create the foul, and I'm going to take these extra 2 baskets.
Toledo spreading out their offense as well. All 5 players on the floor right now with double-digit scoring. And that's going to be good for Wilson. He brings his total up to 14 today. These are it'll be his 2nd and 3rd free throw attempts.
And the freshman is playing pretty well here. I'll tell you that. He's playing very well. He's playing very well.
Wilson, 2nd free throw. Noise from the OU crowd. Disrupts them, but a rebound offensively by Toledo. They keep it alive. This is Blyden Jr. off the front of the rim, and no one boxing out Vander Yacht, and he gets an easy rebound and putback. Cuts the lead down back to 2. 80-78, 7:50 to go in the 2nd half. Up top, Brody Robinson, guarded by Wilson. Gives it up. Back in the corner, Robinson. He cuts to the rim. Inlet pass to a driving Michael Ho for an easy 2.
You just can't stop him. One way or another, he's going to find his way to the basket.
Wilson, pass to the elbow. Vander Yacht on the block. Stuck in the center of the paint, throws one up and 1. What a shot from Toledo. And this could cut it to 1. Vander Yacht knocks that down. He's got 15 tonight with a free throw on the way, and this is going to take us to a media timeout. Score 82-80 with 7:24 to go. OU cling to that 2-point lead. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and we will be back with you all shortly. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We got a close-knit basketball game right now here on the blacktop, the OU Credit Union Arena. Oakland Golden Grizzlies hosting the Toledo Rockets. 82-80 with 7:24 to go here on Military Appreciation Night. Free throw on the way to cut it to one is Vander Yacht for Toledo. He converts the and one into three. 1-point ball game. And Robinson up top with it. Guarded closely by Wilson. Inlet pass, baseline. This will be Nivalarua with his back to the basket on the block. He's double teamed. Someone's open somewhere. Michael Ho gets it. Outlet pass, Brody. Robinson over to Wells. Cutting, Zaire Wells up with the lay.
That
off target.
Foul.
I mean, he was hit hard at the rim. Pressing the offense immediately is Toledo. Blyden Jr. with it. Guarded closely, and it's taken away by Nassim Ashur. He pushes the offense 4-on-2. Nivalarua dunks it home. Stuffs it for two. 84-81 lead. What a play by the Golden Grizzlies in transition.
And you know what I gotta say? Who can do it better than Baru?
The Australian throws down another one. Toledo now looks to respond. Up top, Craig gives it up. Ball deflected out of bounds. And Baru, good read defensively, but it stays with the Rockets. Garrett returns. Zaire Wells will take a breather. 6:23 to go, 84-81.
And Baru's got 16 right now. He leads the team. Michael Ho's just right behind him, and so is Brody Robertson, excuse me.
And great offense from all of those guys. And hitting the floor is Nassim Ashur. In offense, knocking it down. That's a three-pointer. Will tie the game for Toledo. And on the ground is Nassim Ashur. We're going to take a quick break. You guys are listening to WXOU, and we will be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. Nassim Ashur able to get up and hobble over to the bench. He's being checked out at the trainer's table. Returning for the Grizzlies will be Brett White. And he looks to be okay. And it'll be OU basketball off the made three. Toledo tying the ball game. 6:15 to go. 84-84. Up top, Brody Robinson now.
Boy, I'll tell you, you're just going to have to finish the game. You just got to find a way to finish the game.
Nivalarua, inlet pass to the block. Garrett with his back to the basket. He's pushed baseline, outlet pass. Open is Nivalarua. That's not usually his shot. He airballs that, and somehow Michael Ho ends up with it for and one. What a play. And one, son. And a free throw on the way for Michael Ho. Somehow comes out with the rebound with four Toledo defenders around him, and it'll give him the chance to extend this lead to three.
And he's got 16. He's got a chance to make it 17 points. He's doing very well. He's 5 for 8 with field goals.
I mean, his strength has made such a huge difference to this OU offense. It gives them second opportunities. And he knocks down the free throw, It'll be 87-84 with 6 to go. Wilson with it. Tosses it over to Blyden. Nivalarua, the defender. Back to Wilson. Looking for space. Finds Craig at the logo. Vanderyacht now. Spins back around. Back pass to Wilson. Back up to Blyden Jr. He looks to cut. Into the paint. Lets one go with the right-hand floater. Off target. Gets his own miss. And almost knocks down the and one shot. He's going to the line for 2. And I think that's been a huge difference this half for Toledo as they're getting to the line. They've got 12 total attempts today, but only about 4 in the first half, and now they're earning their spots on the free throw line.
Absolutely.
That one is good. 87-85 now, looking to cut it to 1. This is Blyden Jr., the freshman from Detroit. He's got 14 tonight on 5 for 10 from the field. That one rattles around but drops in for 1. 87-86. It'll be Robinson crossing the half court. Running the offense for the Grizzlies with Nassim on the bench. Brody over to Garrett at the three-point line. Hands it off. Brett, that's his shot. White off target. And it's going to be rebounded by Toledo. Almost forced a jump ball, the Grizzlies, but now it's a 3-on-1. Wilson takes it, gives it up, wide open dunk for Owinga, and he's not going to miss that. And that's going to give Toledo the lead, 88-87. OU needs something to get a spark back in this offense and bring some energy back into this arena.
1,000%. 1-point game, though. Not bad. You still got a chance.
Brody giving it up in the corner. That pass is taken away off the hands of Brett White. Vanderyacht slowing it down for the Toledo offense. From way downtown, lets it fly. Oh, knocks it down. What a 3 from Blyden Jr. Ices that one, puts Toledo up by 4 early in the shot clock. For a freshman to take a shot like that, that's a lot of confidence. And the Toledo bench gives it to him. Brody Robinson up top. Finds his own space, lets one go, and responds with a 3. Robinson does not step down. They're going to say foot on the line. They're going to give him a 2. It looked like it was close. 91-89 now. Wilson's got it. Over to the Belfort logo. Another shot from Blyden Jr. That one's off target. Maybe a bit of a heat check. And Michael Ho ends up with it. Brody pushing the offense. He goes up with the right hand. Off target. Ooh. Rebounded by OU. And White's going to be fouled. And that's free throws on the way. And Michael Ho is exhausted returning from that possession. He has put up so much energy in these last few plays.
Well, yeah, him and Baru have been the workhorses on that back end of the defense. They've had no choice but to hustle back, get back up and down the court, make some offensive plays, try to help get some open shots, set some screens. So it's been on these two all game.
And they're going to get a much-needed breather as we reach the final media timeout. 4 minutes to go, 91-89. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. What a game we've got in front of us. Toledo up by 2, 91-89 here at the OU Credit Union Arena. The Grizzlies just barely trailing. And I think this is one of the, Jacob, this has been one of the most entertaining games that we've seen this year, and it's reflecting itself in the crowd noise. OU getting some students here. The fans are here from around Rochester, and they're making some noise, responding to what was said by Greg Campy in his post-game presser a couple of weeks ago, stating, we just need more energy here. No one, I mean, just a weak student section, and everyone's starting to show up for them. And so far, it's had a huge impact for OU tonight.
Absolutely.
It'll be Toledo with the ball. In the corner, Vanderyacht gives it back up to Blyden Jr. Wilson cuts, loses it, and now in transition is OU, looking to slow the pace. Neva Larua avoiding the quick hands of Sonny Wilson, who looked to take it away in transition.
Oh, yeah. Sonny Wilson has been phenomenal this game with 14 points, 6 for 13 with field goals, 0-2, 2 for 3, and free throws. And OU just tied up the ball game.
Baru returns the favor at the rim, 91-91 now. Another high-scoring game for the Grizzlies. They put up 100 the other day against Purdue Fort Wayne, and they return that tonight against an opponent like this. OU getting ready for the season. Up top, this is Wilson. Gives it up to Vanderyacht. White, the defender. He cuts. Goes up with the right hand. That shot off target. And they're going to definitely call basket interference there on Isaac Garrett. So 2 points should be tacked on for Toledo. I mean, the ball didn't look like it was going in, and I'm not sure if it was still within the cylinder. And I think that's what Greg Campy is asking about. Because if the ball is touched or the rim is disrupted while the ball is still in the cylinder, that's basket interference. It's an automatic point to the offensive end. And I think they're going to give this one a review.
Yeah, because it looked to me like it hit the rim and then it bounced out. It didn't look like it was interference.
It didn't look like it was. It definitely wasn't going to go in, but the question is the ball still within the cylinder? They're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break from WXOU while they sort this one out. You are listening to WXOU Sports on YouTube, and we'll be right back with you. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WXOU Sports on YouTube. The basket will be awarded to the Toledo Rockets. They called basket interference. So 93-91 lead OU basketball, down by 2 with 2:40 to go. Robinson up top, guarded by Wilson at the Grizzly logo. Gives it up to Garrett at the elbow. Garrett fakes that shot, keeps it, looking for some sort of movement. Robinson gets open, finds Nivalarua. Robinson from the far three, and that one goes in for 3. Knocks it down. Taking the lead is OU.
I'll tell you, Brady Robinson is on fire. He's 2 for 6 on threes, though.
That shot in, ball. It'll be Blyden Jr. In the corner, Sonny Wilson. Craig, back to Wilson. Still at the logo. OU keeping Toledo out of the paint. And they find that in that pass down low. Back outside is Blyden Jr. Baseline jump shot and ices that. Beautiful jumper to take the lead, 95-94.
Yeah, this game might be a shootout.
Blyden Jr. has not stepped down in the clutch. 20 points tonight. Robinson up top now. Gives it up to Garrett. Garrett cuts to the rim. He finds himself open for two. Retakes the lead, 96-95. Wilson at the Belfour logo. Craig out wide. Handoff to Vanderyacht. Vanderyacht inlet pass down to the block. Owinga gives it up. Wilson takes it and retakes the lead again. Back and forth basketball. 1:12 to go. It'll be 97-96 lead for the Rockets.
Yep, and here we go.
OU looking to slow it down. Down by one. Robinson has it. He cuts. Goes up. Oh, looks to pass it. And it's going to go out of bounds. Just disconnected there. Are the Grizzlies. A bad turnover. I mean, these guys have only had 4 turnovers all game. And that is not the one you want to have in that moment.
And that was a bad one right there. I mean, I see what he was looking for, but that was just bad timing.
Up top, Blyden Jr. has it with a chance to cut or to bump this to a 2-possession game. The Rockets. Blyden Jr. attacks from the mid-range. That shot off the side of the backboard. Good rebound from Isaac Garrett. And this one's going to come down to the wire. 1-point game. Shot clock just barely in front of the game clock.
And if you're Oakland, you got to go or you got to call timeout. You got to go or you got to call timeout.
Robinson with it. Gives it up to Wells. Wells with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He goes up off the backboard for 2.
And now they got to get back. They got to get back.
Toledo pressing. That shot from the corner. Off target. It'll be rebounded by the Rockets. Still alive. Vanderyacht looks to take one, and that one's off target. And Oakland takes this one by 1. 98-97. What a game here at the OU Credit Union Arena. And Oakland out on top.
That was impressive,
yes.
I'm not going to lie. That was very impressive, man.
And
OU is here to fight, and they are here to stay, and they're here to prove a point. It's that we might be young, but don't count us out.
I mean, if Greg Campy calling for the fans to show up here wasn't enough, I feel like this game has to be. I mean, unbelievable crowd noise, unbelievable performance by the Grizzlies, taking down a tough MAC opponent. And this is going to set them up for a 5-game road trip. As always, we thank you guys for tuning into WXOU Sports on YouTube. Catch us on December 20th, noon tip-off at Little Caesars Arena, taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And then back here at home, once again, 3 o'clock on a Sunday, December 4th, against Robert Morris to reopen Horizon League play. This is WXOU Sports on YouTube. This has been Gavin Smilowski and Jacob Board. We thank you all for tuning in and have a good night.
Absolutely.